And you know what argument I just can't stand is when people say, if you don't like it, why don't you leave? Oh, yeah, sounds fantastic. Same, philosophy that like George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, Ben Franklin, Abraham Lincoln, all Martin Luther King Jr., yeah, if they all would have had that philosophy, things would have been way better off. Why do we take this thing with time and think that we're so much better than before? Look, guys, it's different. We're evolving. I'm not going to say America's the worst country ever because we had slaves. No, that happened. It's in the past. But we can be a better country by saying, hey, these racial stereotypes do not exist. They're completely man-made in order to enforce things that were economically progressive for rich people. Look, we can get these workers at no fee. All we have to do is feed them and barely keep them alive. And it's going to make our business grow. Like, look, that happened. It's true. That doesn't mean we have to continue stereotypes now, even though they're not as egregious. I'm not saying it's as bad as it was in 1861. But I'm saying, shit, in 1961, you're using different bathrooms. That's not much progress. And that's not that long ago. These little things they keep tying in to make us think that it's actually something real, and it's not, guys. It just really isn't. It's all about opportunity. Let me give you an example. If you're a white person with means and you're going to get money for education, you're going to get money for post-secondary education, you're going to have like tutors when you're growing up and when you're younger, you don't have to be all that smart or all that gifted to get a six-figure job. Look, you went to school. You went to a good school because you had money. You got a good education, and yes, you studied in class. You went to class. You should not be ashamed for that at all. But do you understand how different it is for other people? It really is. And that's the thing that I guess people don't think. They did it. They could do it. I know a lot of really average intellectual individuals who have good jobs. And guess what? 87% of them are white. So, and I'm from the Mexican area. You better believe it, I was the minority where I'm from. I didn't grow up any kind of like white. We were weird, but we spoke Spanish. We knew what puto meant by the time we were in fucking kindergarten. If you didn't, you'd probably get made fun of all day. That's not the point. The point is, it's opportunity. How do those neighborhoods work? And how they work is basically still an aftermath of these racial divisions that we had during colonial times and up until, 1972 in Georgia? Like, when you separate the communities like that and the families have always been separated, don't you think that if you're gonna really care, just tell us you don't care, please. Because if you really cared, you would say, yeah, we did fuck up. That was bad. Let's make it right. Let's put some money into those communities. Let's help build these family structures because we've been destroying them for 300 years. So do one or the other. Just say, no, we don't care. Or say, yeah, we fucked up and we still don't care. Like one or the other. It would make me feel a lot better. But when you try to hide behind it, it just makes it look stupid. Like, is it post racism in America? Oh, just about the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Oof. It's like fat-free bacon. Just makes no sense.